So, good day, STEM students. So, today, magre-review tayo kahit konting-konting minuto lang po, okay? So, let's start na po. So, for example, we have the given function which is cosine 480 degree. So, of course, class, you need to find the exact value of this given. But how? Of course, the first step is you need to determine where is the terminal side located. Okay? Where the terminal side lies. So you can easily determining it using your mentally, or maybe you can draw. Much better class, much better is i-draw nyo para tama at okay po yung ang tawag dito, the terminal side, kung saan siya malolocate. Okay? So, let's start po. Let us draw a graph and then let us graph the 480 degree. So, remember that one rotation is 360. So, kulang pa yung 360 to make it 480. Dagdag tayo ng 90. So, this will become 450. Remember, that is the multiples of 90. 450. So, ilan na lang yung kulang to make it 480? Yeah, that is 30 na lang. So, since dito yung ating terminal side, so, therefore, yung terminal side ni 480 is located at the second quadrant or quadrant 2. Now, after determining the terminal sides lies, so, the next thing is you need to know what is the reference angle of 480 degree. So, what is the reference of 480 degree? If this is 30 degree, class, remember the definition of our reference angle. That is, yes, that is a positive acute angle, positive siya, so hindi siya pwede maging negative. Acute, that is less than 90 degree. We can say that that degree is acute kapag less than 90 degree, but greater than 0. And of course, that is formed between the terminal side and the x-axis. So, kung 30 degree to, and ang isang quadrant lagi formed 90 degree, so ano na lang yung kulang dito to make it 90? So, kung 30 to, ano to? Yes, that is 60 degree. So, kapag nag-draw tayo ng broken line, kung 60 degree to, ano yung opposite niya dito? Yes, that is square root of 3 over 2. Kung 60 to class, ano tong naan dito? Yes, that is 30 degree. So, ano naman yung opposite ng 30 degree? Ito yung 90 degree ha. That is always equal to 1. So, ang 30 degree naman class is, so since nasa second quadrant tayo class, that is negative 1/2. Yes, that is negative kasi nasa left siya ng x-axis. Okay? So, since we already knew the reference angle, we can now determine po the coordinates. Ano yung mga coordinates niya? Always remember, nag-start tayo kay x and then followed by y. So, kung ito yung x natin, so ito yung ating value. So, we have negative 1/2 and then yung ating y naman is this one. Ito kasi yung y natin. Siya yung nagpa-parallel. So, we have square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Next po is, remember what is the equivalent value of our cosine theta. Yes, cosine theta is equal to x. That's why cosine 480 degree is equal to what? Asan ang x natin? Yes, this one. So, therefore, that is negative 1/2. Now, class, if ever na wala kayong makitang negative 1/2 sa choices, or kalimbawa, ang sagot ay 1/2 or negative 1/2 or and so on, kaya lang wala dun sa choices. So, you need to what? You need to convert that into decimal. So, what is negative 1/2 into decimal? Always include class the sign. So, 480 degree is equal to, yes, that is negative 0.5. So, this is already our final answer. So, kung walang negative 1/2, you can convert that into decimal numbers. Okay? So, next po. Example number 2. So, for example naman, we have cotangent 840 degree. Okay? So, we have cotangent 840 degree naman. So, let us graph naman po this one. O, graph natin. So, ilang ikot kaya yan? Diba? 360, 720. So, dalawang ikot. Ikot tayo ng dalawa. So, isa, 360. Pangalawa, 720. Ilan lang yung kulang? So, dagdag pa tayo ng isang 90. 720 plus 90, yeah, that is 810. So, ilan na lang yung kulang? Yes, 30 na lang ulit. Oh, 30 ulit yung nakuha natin. So, kung 30 to, kunin ulit yung reference. Ang reference angle ng 30 is, yes, that is 60 degree. So, draw tayo ng broken line. So, kung 60 ulit to, syempre, yung kanina lang yung given natin, which is square root of 3 over 2. And kung 30 to, that is negative 1/2. So, second quadrant ulit siya. And then, ang coordinates natin ulit ay negative 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. So, remember, class, that this is our x and this is our y. Class, again, what is the equivalent value of our cotangent? Yeah, that is x over y. So, therefore, class, we need to simplify lang yan. Okay, katulad lang din ng ginagawa natin dati, that we need to substitute lang. So, we have negative 1/2 and then square root of 3 over 2. And class, di ba, yung ating rule in dividing fractions, retain lang po si numerator, change division into multiplication, and get the reciprocal of our denominator. So, ay 3 to. So, let us eliminate this one. So, we got negative 1 over square root of 3. But wait, class, merong radical sign sa ating denominator. That's why you need to multiply both side by square root of 3 para ma-eliminate yung radical. So, we got negative. Do not forget the negative. Negative square root of 3 over 3. Pero, that is our final answer, di ba? Kaya lang, wala na naman siya. Okay? Wait lang, nabura. So, kaya lang, nawala na naman siya. So, rewrite lang natin, okay? So, nawala siya daw, ayan. So, ayan. We need to convert that into decimal numbers again. So, how? Class, focus muna kayo kay square root of 3. So, do not forget the negative muna. O, yan, lagay nyo yung negative. Si square root of 3 ay in between ng square root of 1, square root of 2, at saka square root of 4. So, ang square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. So, itong dalawang to, yung kailangan nating i-determine. Remember, class, square root of 3. So, medyo saan siya malapit. So, it's either, ang pagpipilian nyo ay 1.5 up to 1.9. So, doon na kayo sa gitna ng 1.5 and 1.9. So, which is 1.7. So, therefore, gamitin nyo, estimated lang tayo, class, ha? Negative 1.7 na yung value ng square root of 3. Kasi may square root of 2 pa tayo, eh. Baka yan ay 1.2 to 1.4. So, 1.7 divided by 3, divide natin. So, let us divide 1.7 divided by 3. So, remember, class, may decimal point dito. So, lagay kayo ng decimal point. 1 cannot be divided by 3. So, you need to write a 0 here. So, how many 3 do we have in 17? Yeah, that is 5. So, 5 times 3, that is 15. And then, bring down, minus natin. So, we got 2. Bring down ulit tayo ng 0. So, we got 6 po. So, that is 18. Minus, so on and so on. Paulit-ulit siya. So, ang gagamitin lang natin dyan ay negative 0.56. Okay? Or kaya 57. It's either rounding off or settled na siya dun sa 6. Okay? So, therefore, ito yung hahanapin nyo if ever. Okay? Okay, last example. So, ang last example natin is, madali lang to, class. So, the last example is 3 times cosine squared 45 degree minus sine squared 90 degree. So, mahirap ba siya, class? Mahirap siya kapag titingnan. Pero kung i-apply nyo lahat ng rules na napag-aralan natin, we can easily solve this given. Okay. Copy lang muna si 3. Okay? Focus muna tayo dun sa loob. Focus tayo dun sa loob. What is cosine squared 45 degree? Class, kapag may squared, disregard nyo muna. Focus muna tayo kay 45. And then, tsaka natin siya i-apply later. cosine 45 degree. Ibig sabihin, yung 45 degree class ay nasa first quadrant. Kung 45 yan, syempre 45 din yung nandito. And remember, nasa quadrant 1 siya. So, ibig sabihin, we have square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. Now, ang cosine ay ano? Yes, that is x. So, therefore, ang cosine squared of 45 degree ay square root of 2 over 2, tsaka nyo lagyan ng squared. Okay? Minus, what is sine 90 degree? Okay, drawing tayo ng 90 degree. So, kung ang 90 degree, ang kanyang coordinates ay 0 and 1, and remember that sine is y, ito yung x, therefore, yung sine squared 90 degree ay 1 squared. Okay? So, let us simplify this one. What is the squared of square root of 2 over 2 class? Yung squared ay i-distribute natin dito sa dalawang to. The squared of square root of 2 ay 2. And then the squared of 2 is 4. Minus the squared of 1 is 1. Okay? So, let us simplify na po. Copy ulit si 3. What is 2 over 4? Yeah, if we're going to simplify that, we got 1 half. Minus 1. So, simplify ulit natin. Copy lang ulit yung 3 times the quantity of 1 half minus 1. Yeah, that is negative 0.5. 0.5 nyo na, class. I-decimal nyo na. So, 0.5 yan kasi mas malaki yung 1. So, gagamitin natin is negative. Multiply natin. Negative 0.5 times 3, 3.5. 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1. Plus 0.5, yeah, that is negative 1.5. So, therefore, ito na yung ating sagot. Okay? So, that's all for today, class. So, I hope na na-apply ninyo from the angles up to the trigonometric identities. Okay? Kayang-kaya nyo po ang exam, basta aralin lahat po ng lesson natin. Okay? Thank you so much, class, for listening. Goodbye!